Traders, you're not going to believe where this market is heading. Let's jump into today's session right now and start looking at the charts to see what clues there are. See you over there. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dennis Wilborn, the AutoPilot trader. I want to welcome Anil, Parikh. Anil, welcome today.
Yes, sir. Great to be here.
As promised in the intro, we're going to jump immediately into the charts. What are we looking at on the S&P? One of the things that I came away from this week, Anil, is that there seems like there's a bullish sentiment going on out there, but it almost feels like it's feared, and I hate to use the word feel, but it almost feels or seems to be fear-driven. And I think that's part of what we're seeing with the S&P. What's your thoughts on that?
No, you're right. And I think I had to bring myself continuously in believing the chart because my system says everything's okay. But
yeah.
Last couple of days was kind of scary, but it looks like it's turning around.
And let's take a look, what are the internals telling us about the S&P? The S&P, as you can see here, we had 3 days in a row where we have these little spinning tops on a daily chart. Then we gapped down yesterday on a little bit of bad news and then basically reversed back in and started to pull our way back up today. However, if I go over here to the weekly charts, I'm getting a slightly different picture. That is a hanging man. That is a bullish harami on a weekly chart, which is a bearish reversal signal. And so it's telling me that, hey, I'm struggling getting past this past high. As we see above here, this purple area up here, that is a level of past resistance where buyers came in. So if we take a look at that, what that is a level of supply where sellers are just hanging out there going, yeah, as soon as prices get up in here, I'm going to sell because this is where I bought in before. So that's what I'm kind of seeing with the S&P. Notice some of the other things that are going on here with these charts is one, yes, I made a new high. However, momentum did not. Matter of fact, I've got negative divergence going on here. So that also feeds into the aspect of, hey, this could start weakening. August and September tend to be weak months anyway, and so we could just drive sideways for the month of July and then drop down. Or we could push up into this area up here, but there's into this area of supply. But there's a lot of sellers that are sitting up there going, yeah, I can hardly wait for them to get up there so I can sell the position I was in. On the weekly charts, I'm also looking at what's going on here is basically the momentum indicated TSI is kind of putting in a little bit of double top. And oftentimes we see it do a double top, watch for it to break. And a lot of times, we'll watch price action. Price actions will fall back down. But once it breaks, pay attention to what the price action has been on the weekly charts moving forward from there. So if that breaks, what happens? Get a nice little pullback. Right now, it hasn't broken, so we really haven't got a really nice pullback yet. I would target on the spiders. I would look at, if this high stays in place, look for a pullback into this area right there. That is the magic fib box, 38% retracement, 50% retracement, and 618 retracement. If we bounce off of the 38, that means that the price action, that could be a strong uptrend to continue. But right now, this is all we've got going. It's not flashing, buy me, buy me, buy me. It's kind of just hanging out is what I'm seeing on the spiders right now. Anil?
No, that looked good and right on.
Okay. Well, let's get over here and take a look at your stock. And you do want to hang with us, guys, because we do have a poll coming up, and I think you're going to find today's poll very interesting. So tell us about This is TTEK.
I think it's in a pollution business. It just showed up on my system
Okay.
with a signal, and I liked it. It's
Yep.
still basing it. It's not broken out, and I have a signal before that, so that's what I like. And so I haven't bought it yet, but I'll get it probably today.
Okay. So you haven't bought it yet, but you're going to get it for today. And so the now your stop loss will be probably down just slightly below the 158 level, I would assume.
Yep.
And in our trading tips today, I've got a little bit of a we're going to talk about how to get rid of bad trading habits. Anil, did you realize that majority of our bad trading habits come from when we first started trading and we didn't know what we were doing?
No, I did not know that. Good.
That's kind of wild. We'll get into that a little bit here shortly. So I liked TTEK. It does have some options on it, but it's primarily a stock play from my perspective. Now, my question, I'm going to ask you a question. Why aren't you waiting for a pullback and then jump in? Because that's looking kind of like a cup that could go in a cup and handle.
Yeah, that is the always the eternal question in my system. That do I wait for a pullback and then get it, or just get it when the signal comes?
Roger that.
And I'm coming to the point, I'm just going to get it when the signal comes.
Okay. Now, did you get a weekly schedule or a weekly signal or a daily signal on this one?
I believe I got it weekly. Let me just very quickly double check.
Okay.
And I had actually a daily signal May the 30th.
May the 30th, which is...
That has not gone away.
Okay. See, May the 30th is way over here.
Yeah.
And okay.
Then I get a signal on the weekly about 3 weeks ago, actually, and the stock has been just hanging in there.
Okay, I gotcha.
That tight pattern.
Yeah. And so, have you thought about, I don't know, now that we've been working together for quite some time, did you ever think about go ahead and open a partial position when you get the daily signal, just a small, maybe a half position?
Yes.
And then add to that when you get your confirmation of your weekly?
Yeah, the trouble I get into on the daily, I've done that, but when the stock is basing below, for example, if you look at beginning of 23 and March, April,
right,
you get several noisy daily signals.
Yes.
So you don't know which one to believe.
Yeah, okay.
But finally, then it takes off.
Okay. And so, well, you may like what I'm working on right now. I'm working on how to adapt my AutoPilot trading system to trading futures. And it comes down, what I'm finding it's coming down to is taking a look at, it comes around to taking trades off of support or resistance and our trend lines. That's it. And so, and it's very, very interesting. And this week it's been very productive and profitable for me. So more on that later. And so I like it. TTEK.
Yeah.
So let's jump over and take a real quick look at the Qs. I think we're going to get a similar situation on the Qs. As you saw, we Pinocchioed up above the line of resistance up here where the supply is, and it's just hanging right there. Has not sold off big. We do not have a. I still have this bearish reversal signal here on the Qs, representing the Nasdaq, and that pushed us all the way back down to the 20-day moving average. But this week, we had the sell-off, but we didn't even get a close below the 8-day moving average. So that was looking pretty strong to the upside right now. We'll see if we break out from this, but it is also being plagued with the negative divergence, just like as price action here is kind of leveling off, negative divergence is taking place on the momentum stocks. The TSI, the weekly momentum is also looking like, hey, I'm overbought. This is where it would be interesting to sell off. However, no reversal signal, so I'm not ready to take any kind of action on the Qs right now. So that's where I'm at with the Qs. Before we get to the Russell, I want to go ahead and cover my stock for the week. My stock for the week is Tesla.
Nice one.
Tesla has a 98% comp rating and accumulation distribution of a B and a plus minus of 2.1. So it moves a lot. Some of the things that I will keep in mind as I look for Tesla, though, I know that we've got earnings coming up on the 19th of April. Price actions, it's still suffering a little bit from what the other indexes, what the other index, it's showing basically negative divergence here. And so we're just waiting. I mean, it's hanging out. It's not selling off. So where do I like it as far as buying it? Somewhere between that level or pulling all the way back to the moving average, to the uptrend line. That's where I would look at buying it. My initial upside target was going to be up here about the 316 or up at the upper level of the supply zone. And that's what I'm looking for. Structure to be, as long as this trend line there doesn't not break, we have good structure. And so we'll look at for that to continue up. Tesla also provides us some excellent opportunities if you are an option trader. And so I like the concept of Tesla, and like I said, I like it anywhere from about 275, I would say, down to about 268.7. As I said, not getting much of a sell-off, and it's got great ratings. Your thoughts on Tesla?
Now, Tesla is, I have a signal on daily as well as weekly, so it's just the trend is continuing and looks very good on my triple screen back testing also. So. Okay, super. And so, yeah, and I just, I need to have it at a place, like I said, I'm a pullback trader. I need to see it pulling back. And so if you're over on the YouTube channel, thanks a lot for joining. Just let us know who's over there, if you will, please. And give us a... and let us know that you're enjoying what we're doing. As you see, we jump more quickly into the charts this week, and we're going to be doing that going forward. Just we want to get everybody into the action as quickly as possible. And just leave a comment to let me know what you think about doing it in this different format. I appreciate that. So the last one we'll take a look at is the Russell, IWM. IWM, I'm looking for IWM to push on up. Excellent hammer off of a level of support. In reality, this turned out to be a little bit of a positive divergence on the IWM, but I want to be cognitive of what is the actual Russell index doing. As you can see, this is not as pretty a chart. I do not have a hammer. That is not, so this is not a reversal signal. Yes, I have a long tail here, so it does paint this as a strong level of support, but it's just a little bit different. Not quite a bullish engulfing of yesterday's candlestick, even though the Russell, the IWM, it's also not showing a reversal also. I would look for the next opportunity with IWM is either a pullback back into this level of demand where the buyers pushed it up, or approaching the downtrend line, or above that is this level of supply where sellers should be coming in. And it is the other thing I want to keep track of is just lay a line across here, because that is my current uptrend line. And as you can see, while this constitutes a higher low than this, because we had a higher high here,
This does not necessarily constitute a higher low also, because that high there did not take out that high there. So just be aware of that. Once this is taken out, then this remains that will basically say, okay, I have a series of higher highs and higher lows in place. So that's what we've got going on with the Russell. Like I said, I'm interested in it. Let me show you exactly where. Up here or down here. I will watch the uptrend line because price action may just come back and bounce off of that and go. So that, as long as it stays above that line, we're in good shape, because that is the structure that we're working with for the particular trade. So any questions out there, guys? Anil?
No, looks good to me. Okay,
cool. And so let's jump into like I said, let me know what you think about, being able to go through the session this way. I'd really appreciate that. And there we go. And here's where we're sitting at as of about 9 o'clock this morning. Really pleased so far with, pushing right up my expected profit line. Again, my target for the year is 40%. And we've been achieving that pretty close for the last 11 years. So my question for you this week is, will this kill that? That's the question I have. And I want to launch the poll. You've got about 30 seconds to go ahead and take this poll. Will the Fedcoin kill Bitcoin or worse? Or worse. If you're over on the YouTube channel, join us over there. Or even if you're just watching the recording on YouTube, please let us know what you think about this question. Neil, do you think the Fedcoin's going to kill Bitcoin?
My personal position is no. I think both are going to be okay.
Okay. What about the when do you think the government's going to get to the place where all cash is gone? In other words, there's no more dollar bills or that kind of stuff. Everything has to be done via a cryptocurrency or the Fedcoin.
I think that's going to be for a while. All the official exchanges are done electronically anyway.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So everybody, yes, got one vote, no got 3 votes, and then 1 voted here. No, just joking. So okay, that is the poll for today. So trade secrets, challenges to successful trading. And as I said earlier, I'm looking at a couple of different things. One, eliminate bad trading habits. There's typically only about 5 really bad trading habits. And as I said earlier, a lot of them relate or associate and go back to how we started trading initially. And when I say that is majority of people start trading, and I was listening to Mike Lamoth earlier this week, and he was saying that he thought the reason that 95% of the traders fail out there is because there is such easy access to being able to trade. You go down and enter, open an account, and bingo bango, you could be trading, the next hour as long as you have cash in there. And so because people start trading without a plan, the number one issue is trading without a plan. And this is often considered the most critical bad habit because trading without a plan can lead to a lot of bad stuff. Impulsive and compulsive decision, emotional trading, increased risk, the deer in the headlights syndrome because you don't know how to get out of a trade. And these are all, important things. Having a well-defined trading plan helps traders be clear about their goals and establish their risk management strategies And everything hinges on the foundation of having a good plan. The second thing that is kind of interesting is you may have are not following a winning routine. In other words, I've got a great plan, but I don't do the things that I need to do. In other words, I'm trying to get in shape, but I won't do my own sit-ups. You got to be where you'll do your own sit-ups. And that is partly what a routine. Number 3, ignoring your plan. Let's say you have a plan with an exceptional edge. You back tested it. You know that it will work, and it's proven to work. And you just basically just fail to take it in consideration. That's one of the other things. Number 4 is not improving your trader's mindset. A lot of people go to sleep on this one and they fail to recognize that once you have the basic foundation of the mechanics of trading, from that point on, 90% of your trading issues will come back to psychology and mindset. So improving your mindset is, a discipline that needs to be practiced on a daily basis, and it will enhancing a trader's mindset involves building resilience, managing emotions, cultivating a positive trading psychology. And the last one is not challenging false beliefs. We all come to trading with more or less a set established, this is what I think trading should be like. And it establishes our expectations, and those expectations then establish how we interact with trading. And so we need to regularly step back and say, am I believing, like on the situation, okay, why is a trader not using stop losses? Well, a lot of times it's because of a false belief. They either think stop losses don't work, I'll wait for the alert to hit and then I'll take care of it. And the fact of the matter is, it is proven that people who do that tend to lose more than those who are hard about their stop losses. And so remember, trading habits are interconnected, and improving even one of these areas can help improve all of the areas. So master the few, watch for success, and your success to explode. So Anil, what's your thoughts about this?
I think my thinking is, if maybe what you said in a broad sense, all this deals with the psychology part.
Yes.
And until that is fixed, we got problems in any and all these aspects.
I agree wholeheartedly. Anybody else have any comments on that? I found this quote from Mark Douglas and just absolutely loved it. Simplicity is the key to brilliance in trading. The more complicated your methodology is, the more room there is for error. So with that in mind, I just want to say, discover the hidden secrets to clarify your trading by unlocking profit potential. We do that through the AutoPilot trading service, from confusion to consistency. And that's how AutoPilot trading empowers you to multiply your profits. So I know it helped me get rid of all these, these issues, spending too much time trying to search for good trades, being uncertain, cleared up a lot of stuff. So if you want to know more information about it, the link down in the description of the YouTube channel. Okay, Anil, that is basically it. Again, guys, let me know what you think about jumping immediately into the charts. Anil, I hope we got you out on time.
No, this is fine. Thank you.
And so have a good rest of the weekend. And so aloha, trade well and prosper, and mahalo, and God bless everybody.